pace, no breaks, we calling the shots. From the court to the field, man, we cover the lot. For champ talk, real facts, ain't no need to flex. Cause when the lights come on, we got next.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the We Got Next podcast. I'm your host, Leo. This is my special co-host,
Simeon, in the building.
and we're currently at the Nolan Art Gallery located in the Windy City of Chicago. Give it up one time.
Yeah.
So we're moving on to the NFL. Shedeur Sanders' situation is kind of sticky and kind of weird.
You know, let me tell you something about the Shedeur Sanders situation. So he was a projected first-round draft pick on everybody's list.
Right.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Not just his list. Everybody's list. He was a projected you're talking about, you had people fighting for this. People, analysts and co-hosts and sports hosts. He was supposed to be first round. But I think he got played because they be hating on his daddy. Yeah. But he worked hard. He went in there. He finally got drafted in the 5th round, 144th, right? Mm-hmm. He went in there and he showed his leadership ability. This could have been one of the best things to happen to Shedeur Sanders. Why? Because he was already humble, brother, but this humbled him and his family even more. He went in there. He worked hard. He did what he knows how to do. He has a great camaraderie with the team. The team loves him, which is what you need in a quarterback, a.k.a. a leader. They love him. And then he had a great rookie minicamp.
Yeah, I
And guess
seen
what?
that.
The man just got his contract of $4.6 million. So he is officially a Cleveland Brown. And his jersey is the #1 selling jersey amongst the rookies. I want to say kudos to Shedeur for having enough maturity
To handle
to stay calm and level-headed through this whole situation and actually see it for what it was and grow from it.
And you know, it's bonkers at how the situation unfolded. Mm-hmm. Like you said, everybody was projecting him in the
Yes,
you know, it was to the point where there was a debate of whether it was going to be him or Travis at #1.
Exactly.
So
if it's a debate of them at #1,
right,
how do you drop to the 5th round? That makes no sense.
Like, I knew Travis was going to get drafted in the 1st round. That he wasn't going to fall. Mm-hmm. But I was shocked to see that Shedeur fell in which he did. Mm-hmm. Like, because, okay, if he would have fell to the 2nd or 3rd round based off of, we don't know how he's going to be in a different system.
That's more acceptable.
That's acceptable.
The man fell to the 3rd day. How you go from a 1st round projection to the 3rd day of the draft?
Yeah,
144. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that was I'm not going to get into the specifics, but I believe it was politics. That's just how it appears.
Okay, no, let's keep it real, brother. It wasn't politics. It was the NFL owners, billionaires, showing once again that, no, we have the power. We have the power. We run this. You can say what you want. You can do what you want. I don't care who your daddy is. I don't care what people say. We control this, and that's what happened. Let's keep it real.
Okay, you were reading my mind.
I'm just saying.
I was trying to not necessarily put it that way. I'm
saying out loud what the people thinking.
This is true,
and I know this because I talk to a lot of people, and this is what they're thinking.
Yeah. That's I've just from the conversations I've heard, that it's the general consensus. So I agree. But again, Shedeur, he literally is just happy he was drafted and that he can go play football.
Let me tell you something, Leo. Shedeur has shut out all the noise, brother. He's shut out all the noise, and he's doing what he loves to do, and that's play football. That's be a leader, and that is be there for his team. That's what he's doing. He's not listening to the critics. He's not listening to what people are saying. The man is playing football, and you see it in his everyday movement. He's having a ball. He's having fun, and he's playing football. That's what it's about.
The money don't matter to him, really.
No, for what? No, he's
good.
And
that's kind of the consensus I get is it's not like he truly loves football.
He loves football.
So, but that's that's how it should be. That's
Yes,
what
sir.
you would expect. But there's politics and everything.
So, there's one thing I want to talk about before we get out real quick.
What's up?
Ryan Clark and RG3.
Ooh.
There was a big thing. Ryan Clark apologized. Something about dragging RG3's wife into
I
Angel
can go.
Reese,
I can.
the
I can
debate
go, I can tell you what
between
happened.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Let me tell you. You tell us about that.
All right. So essentially, what happened? It stems from Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese were playing, and Angel Reese, fouled one of her teammates, Caitlin Clark's, and then Caitlin Clark took issue with that. And, as a teammate, I guess you should and would want to respond.
And foul Angel Reese hard.
Fouled Angel Reese hard. Yeah. Now, Angel Reese then took a problem with it. And, then there sparked a whole big debate online. RG3 gave his perspective on it. And the I think where the issue came in with what Ryan Clark's response was.
When RG3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train, it now follows along with what we saw from Keith Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy, as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Caitlin Clark's heroic or hero story.
Right.
The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what Black women have to endure in this country, about what young Black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. And so now, if you're RG3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what Black women deal with, what they're seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping.
People felt as though he were attacking RG3's wife. But if they watch the entirety of the segment or of the clip, he explains like RG3 being married to, a white woman.
A white woman, yeah.
He's not going to have the same conversations that he would if he had a Black wife, a black daughter.
So what did RG3 say that sparked that?
It was more so how he was insinuating, like, yeah, this is how she acts. She's
About who?
About
Angel
Angel Reese. He basically was telling her that she was the villain
He's
for
making her
Caitlin
look like
Clark.
an angry Black woman?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you can't do that, brother.
Yeah.
Can't do that, brother.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
and Ryan Clark's response was just simply saying, hey, if you aren't in those situations to understand what
Yes.
she goes through, you can't say anything.
That's right, because in the heat of the moment, in the battle, you don't know what happened. It ain't got nothing to do
we
with
got-
Black
hey,
or white.
hey, we're gonna
It just happens.
Hey, but what do you guys think about the Caitlin or about the RG3 and Ryan Clark situation? Once again, thank you for tuning in to the We Got Next podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Film Barrel Studios. I'm your host, Leo.
Co-host Simeon, we got next, baby. Tune in.
Run fast pace, no breaks, we calling the shots. From the court to the field, man, we covered a lot. Champ talk, real facts, ain't no need to flex. Cause when the lights come on, we got next.